I think my sister purposefully excluded my boyfriend from her wedding planning, so I pressed my other sibling and found out that she didn't even want to invite me either. There's no way this can just be wedding guest drama, right? Hello Reddit. This is actually my first time posting. I just really need some advice, and honestly I just need a place to vent. My 21F sister, 23F, just got engaged and is deep into planning her wedding. She's always had kind of a complicated relationship with me. We're very different people. She's always been the more polished, type A1, while I'm more laid back and tend to go with the flow. Growing up, we butted heads constantly, but I always chalked it up to sibling rivalry and assumed we'd grow out of it as adults. I tried to keep the peace, made efforts to get closer over the years, and really thought things were getting better. I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. He's been to countless family events, holidays, birthdays, you name it. My family knows him well. He's not just A+1 at this point, he's part of my life. So imagine my shock when I found out he isn't invited to her wedding. At first, I thought it was a numbers thing or maybe a miscommunication, but then I found out that our other sister's boyfriend, they've been dating for 2 years, is invited. When I asked about it, my sister gave some vague excuse about keeping it small and wanting it to be intimate. But it didn't add up, so I pressed our other sister about it. That's when I found out the real reason. Apparently, my sister told her that she doesn't want my boyfriend at the wedding because she doesn't like either of us. Not just him. Both of us. I was floored. I always knew we weren't super close, but to outright exclude me and my partner because of personal dislike? That hit hard. It also brought back a memory that I had tried to push aside, but now it makes so much sense in hindsight. On my 21st birthday, literally a major milestone, I had a big celebration planned. I asked her to come down from where she lived at the time to celebrate with the family. She told my dad she couldn't make it due to a scheduling conflict. I was disappointed, but tried to be understanding. That night, though, we found out through social media that she had gone to a concert instead. She didn't even tell me, just lied and chose a concert over celebrating with me. At the time, I was hurt but didn't make a fuss. Now, with this wedding situation, it just feels like another example of how little she values me or my relationship. I haven't confronted her yet because I don't know what good it would do. I know this is her wedding and she technically has the right to invite whoever she wants. But I also feel like this goes beyond normal wedding decisions. It feels personal and cruel. It's not like she doesn't know how serious my boyfriend and I are. She just doesn't want us there, plain and simple. So, am I a jerk for being hurt and feeling like this is more than just wedding guest drama? Would I be wrong for taking a step back from the relationship after this? Update. Hey everyone, I wanted to thank you for all the feedback and support on my original post. It honestly helped me feel a lot better, and it gave me the push I needed to get some clarity on what was actually going on. So after some more conversations, I got to the bottom of why my sister didn't want to invite my boyfriend to her wedding. She gave 2 main excuses: 1. That she and her fiancé didn't have enough money, and 2. That there wasn't enough space. Now, this might have made sense, if it were true. But here's where it gets frustrating. Both my sister and her fiancé are in the army, and on average they make about $90,000 a year each. So yes, they do have money. They just didn't want to spend it. Which is their choice, obviously, but let's be honest, it's not a money issue if the money is there and you're just choosing not to prioritize certain people. And then there's the space excuse. We found out that they weren't even paying per head at their venue. The wedding was limited to 15 people total because of the space, and they finalized the guest list without my boyfriend. And still had room for 3 more people. So yeah, they could have included him easily. They just chose not to. That part really stung. I ended up talking to my parents about it. They were pretty shocked and disappointed too. They tried to intervene and encouraged her to reconsider, but she was extremely stubborn. And again, yes, it's her wedding, and she does have the final say. I get that. But there's a difference between setting boundaries and outright excluding someone over personal dislike, especially when it's someone I've been with for 6 years. The final twist? After all of this drama, my sister decided she doesn't even want to do the traditional wedding anymore. She and her fiancé are now planning to go overseas and elope, just the 2 of them. She said they might come back and throw a party or something later, but nothing is set in stone. So yeah, it's been a lot to process. I'm still hurt, and I've definitely had to reevaluate my relationship with her. But at this point, I'm trying to focus on the people in my life who treat me, and my relationship, with the respect and care we deserve. Thanks again to everyone who listened and shared your thoughts. You helped more than you know.